Welcome to 1111, which is a segment for my podcast where I talk about a topic for 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Today's topic is about not doing life alone. It's actually a chapter from Michelle Obama's book that I read. I think it was like the first book of the month that I read, and it was one of the most interesting, like insightful books ever, and I really really enjoyed it. So, if you want a good read, you see my hands, hands down, that is one of the best books ever. Right now, okay, I still need to finish the book that I'm reading right now. It's Conversations of Love. I still cannot finish that book, but I'm almost done. I read some this morning, so tight. But that book is Michelle Obama's book. Super good. There was a chapter about not doing life alone and how, you self-explanatory, you don't do life alone. And this actually came up to me this morning. This morning I took my friend Anna to the airport because she's going back home. And I don't know if you remember, but in one of my talks, in one of my podcast episodes, I talk about how I was manifesting a new friend. I was manifesting like someone new in my life. Hello, Anna is someone new in my life. So, also, do you like my new haircut? Sorry. Um, so that just goes to show that speaking into existence and manifestations and all of those things is real. So, give it a try. It actually, okay, I've also proven this a lot lately because I've been manifesting, like good quality, like clear conversations, good communication, like just really just good energy relationships. And that's all I've been getting lately. So, call me crazy, but I feel like, oh, sorry, speaking into the universe and speaking into the moon, it actually works, buddy. So that's nice. Um, but this morning I was driving my friend Anna to the airport, and after leaving, I always text people who I hang out with, like, hey, like, had a really good time, or like whatever it was, just because I don't know, like I'm just that type of person. Like I just like it. And I was texting her and I was like, you literally remind me to not do life alone. And then it clicked. Oh, we're not doing life alone anymore. We have a buddy. And it's beautiful. And I've also, I spent the whole day thinking about that. And I was like, I've always had some person in my life to never do life alone. And and I was telling her this because there's just some drama going on, and I was telling her this. I'm like, this is literally not the end of anything. Like, I was like, literally, 4 months ago, I was so alone. I didn't have all my friends were gone. My best friend Jocelyn was in California. My other friend was also in California. I had just ended a friendship. I had zero friends here in Colorado, and I tell her, and I'm like, and magically, or the universe, whatever brought you to me, or whatever, like whatever our energies just attracted, I've just had this amazing beautiful flow of people these past like 3 months. And I'm like, just hang on, like just enjoy the moments that you get alone, because they're not going to last. And it goes with like relationships, with friendships, with anything. I really, 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 really value the time that I spent alone, and I was able to go out by myself, and I was able to discover or explore more about myself and find out what I liked and what I didn't. And I feel like that served me so well, because now that I'm with friends, I'm like, I know what I like and I know what I want to do. Or not so like I know I have this, and that, but I have an idea of like, oh, this is what's fun, or like this is what I like, you know what I mean? And I really enjoy that. Like, I really have been able to like take a step back and really appreciate the people that are in my life, because like since I was homeschooled, I didn't have many friends. All the friends that I did make for the couple years that I went to, normal school, I had lost all of them. So there was a big period of time where I didn't have any friends. And I feel like now the friends that I do have, I really value them and I appreciate them. And I always try to be like the best, like the best version of myself to them. But it's also allowed me to like learn to not be codependent on people. And I feel like when you know the topic is like don't do life alone, and that includes, you know, not being so independent. Like I really had to break this cycle of like I wanted to go out by myself, but now I've been like, I know I don't have to. Like, you have people in your life that you can hang out with. And it's like a constant reminder for myself that I'm like, I don't have to do life alone. Like, I can always ask for help. I you know, went through some personal things where I didn't ask for help, and I didn't realize that I had amazing people to help me, or I had, you know, a therapist to help me, or I had, you know, whatever it was to help me. And it's always like, ask for help. Like, you are not alone in life. Like, okay, so here's the thing. I'm a firm believer that before we reincarnate, there's a soul family, and there's like different souls that you're going to meet along in your life, and all these people are meant to be in your life. And like, you're we're always a community. Like, if there's no community, there's really nothing to like really live for. And Anna has really taught me this, where she's really strong on building communities wherever she goes. And I've really like paid attention to that. I've always paid attention to how she maneuvers and how many friendships she has, and I've like learned from that and been like, okay, I can do this as well. And I've really worked on like building connections and like, you know, making friendships, because I realized you don't have to do life alone. And you know, it's so easy to say when I have people in my life right now. 4 months ago, I was the most alone person ever. Like, I did not, you know, talk to anybody. Oh, girl, sorry. I you know, I didn't talk to anybody. I like just kept everything to myself. And it's a reminder, like, dog, there's people out there who will love you, who will, you know, appreciate your every single ounce of energy. And I feel like for me, the biggest parts of like not doing life alone, I always try to be really like, I always try to be the person that I want back, or I always try to give the energy that I want back. Because at the end of the day, like, karma's real, and whatever energy you give out is what you get in return. And for me, I just want like really like nice, beautiful, you know, ooh, sorry, good energy. And I think that's what you like. I feel like you are what you attract. And sorry, I'm like burping so much. I was eating some like Ritz crackers, and ooh, trigger warning. Just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, but I feel like manifestations are real. So manifest, speak to the moon, dog. Like, right now, journal what you want in your reality, what you want to speak into existence, because it will become reality, because you are the creator of your own reality. Like, this is all like, you know, like, it just makes sense. Just do it, because I've been firsthand, like, I know this is real. Like, I know that I can speak anything into existence because I have done it, and I experienced that this morning when I literally texted my new friend that I made, that I talked about how I was like, I'm gonna make a new friend. I don't know if you remember that, but I was like, one of my goals this year is to make a new friend, and I'm gonna manifest this, and I'm gonna speak to the moon, and I'm gonna do whatever it is to make a new friend, and I did. So like, you can literally do anything. Like, do not limit yourself to making a friend. You want a new job, you want to move states, you want a new lover, you want to you want I don't know, your wildest dreams can become reality, because why not? And that is where like living in delusion comes in. I'm always like, they love me. And like, if they stick around, they stick around. Ooh, biggest oh okay, biggest thing, like, you know, doing life alone, always know your worth. Like, just because we're alone doesn't mean that we're going to settle. That is not what I'm saying. I did not settle. I ended friendships. I, you know, did not hang out with people or anything, because I did not want to settle. I did not want mediocre energy around me. And now that, you know, I protected my energy, and I, you know, set all of these like boundaries and all these things, the good people that are in my life are actually, you know, meant to teach me something, or were meant to, like, you know, or if anything, like, it's just healthy to have good healthy communication and good healthy relationships. And like I feel like at 20 years old it's really hard to find, but they're out there, and I promise you, do not settle. Do not settle for mediocre people who do not, like, for me, okay, like these are my like turn offs when like I'm alone, but like I would much rather be alone than hang out with you, is someone who's constantly negative, someone who's constantly talking bad about someone. Because for me, it's like, if you're constantly talking bad about someone else when they're not in the room, like, how do you talk about me when I'm not in the room? Second, if like they're always complaining and they never do anything about it, like, I get it, like, circumstances, whatever, I totally get that. But like, again, like, this is the fifth time you're bringing up this issue that can be easily fixed. But you know, that's just like for me, like, I'm like, I'm more so of like what I can and can't control. But yeah, those are like the biggest things for me. It's more so of like never settling and like protecting my energy. And like, if people do not like reciprocate the same energy, leave them. They don't deserve you. They do not deserve you. But anyways, that was it. I love you so 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 much. Please be safe. Goodbye.